going to be going over some quick finance tips. Again, just bear with me here. We're going to be going over building your credit easily with $500 as starting money. Learn to increase your credit rating with the credit bureau, and banks are going to then want to work with you. So here's how we can do this. First thing we're going to do is we're going to take the $500. We're going to go to a bank, and we're going to open a checking or savings account. I recommend a savings account because it looks a lot better to a bank. Checking accounts, you might want to get a debit card. You might want to spend the money. You don't really need to do that with this. Go to credit union, get a savings account, go with $500, take that money, put it in. Once that's done, everything's squared away, turn right back to that person you're talking with and say, hey, I want a personal loan and I want to take it out for $500. And I want to use my savings account that I just created as my collateral. You want as low terms as possible. Usually they go for the shortest about 6 months. Personal loans can be anywhere from 5% to 12% for a rate. So if we break down a payment, just rough estimates here, $500 over the term of 6 months, you need interest on that. So let's say it's 9%, okay? You're going to be about $45 over the course of the 6 months because it's compounded. And then you got to take your payment, which is $83 a month. So 500 divided by 6, 83.333 repeating for all you math geeks out there. Then you take your 45 divided by 6, which is your interest. That's $7.50 a month. So your monthly payment is going to be around $91 each month for 6 months. So once you get that all squared away, you say, okay, great, I can deal with that. You're going to end up now having, take that deposit of $500. It's showing interest in the personal loan, just like I said. Use that as collateral. The bank gets the interest back from you, which is $45 over 6 months. This gets reported to the credit bureau, okay? So when this gets reported to the credit bureau says, oh, okay, you can make payments and you do them on time. That's great. Now, the bank says, okay, you're making payments and you're paying on time, and we don't have to take the money that you put in the savings account. This will allow you to gain more and more finances from that bank. Again, this is just if you have $500 sitting around and you're working paycheck to paycheck, this is a great way to give you access to more money that can help further you down the line doing more and more things. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. I am not a certified accountant. I'm just giving you experience that I've done to be able to access more and more money. So as we just go over this real quick, because I don't want to take up too much of your time. Let's say you have no credit. You're 18 years old, you have no credit, or you're 21 years old and you have crappy credit because you have 8,000 credit cards and you defaulted or you're bankrupted. You got to start all over. So you started with nothing. The end result of you doing this. Now, mind you, you got to have a job. You can't take money and pay money back if you don't have a job. Make sure that you have a job. Please don't do anything like this unless you have a job. Minimum wage works. I mean, come on. $15 an hour here in Massachusetts times 40 hours a week is $600 a week before taxes. After taxes, you might walk away with $300, maybe $400, depending on how many hours you put in, what your taxes are, what your exemptions are. That's a whole nother kit and caboodle. I don't want to get carried away. So let's go back to our review. Your end credit rating this will vary depending on what happened in your past, what's going on now. But the big thing is they're reporting to the credit bureau. So that's going to be important for you because that's going to allow you to then start to climb up. The good thing is the bank themselves is going to say, hey, he's paying. This is great. So, as we look at your starting finances and your ending finances, notice your starting finances was the $500 in that savings account. Your ending finances is $1,000 now in that savings account. You took the personal loan, you took the savings, combined them together, that's $1,000. So when you get that check for that personal loan, just say, hey, put this rate in that savings account. I want to add that rate to that savings account, and I'll spend that as I need it. If they might ask you for a reason you want the personal loan, hey, you want to build your credit up. You want to build your reputation with the bank, because the bank's going to trust you more when you do this. I literally have 10 accounts just for this purpose. My bank loves me. So I say that to say this now. Be very careful. Please, 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 please be very careful on your credit cards. I say that, so I say don't get them. Credit cards are a trap. They are a trap. Imagine every time you spent $1, you had to spend $1.25. Most credit cards are 25 to 30%. So every dollar you're spending, you're paying $1.25 on it. You're paying more just for the availability to go, come on, just because you want to, who cares? If you can't afford it, step back, take a look at it, say, hey, I'm going to wait on that. Believe me, that happened to me. I had to go bankrupt because I was stupid before I learned. Don't learn the hard way. Please learn from my mistakes. Take these steps to get you where you want to be. Out of every paycheck you're getting paid, you'll be paying this. If you get paid 4 times a month, here we are, 4 times a month, just take that $91, divide it by 4. Take a little bit out. There you go. Once that's done, you'll be able to have it paid on time. You'll be able to, and roughly, if you just take, $16 out of every paycheck. Come on. It's a cup of coffee. A cup of coffee. If you have a cup of coffee every day for 5 days, you're going to be pretty close to paying $16. $3.48 at one of my local Dunkins. Okay, so $3.50 times 5 is 15, $17.50. Quick math. I might be wrong. I think I'm right. But there you go. That's in a week. 1 week. That's a week. So, it's doable. It's not that hard. At the end of the 6 months, you'll have $1,000 in that savings account. The bank will say, okay, this is great. He's got $1,000 in here now. He made it. He's done. Bill's paid off. If you want to pay this off early, you can. I caution you. Wait 3 months. Minimum of 3 months. If you want to pay 100 and then 100 and then 100, those 3 months, and then the 4th month you do extra work and you want to pay another, I don't know, $200 to pay it off, that's fine. Make sure there's no prepayment penalties. Most of them don't have any. But the reason I say this is because this will build your credit. When you build your credit, you build you. You want to build you. So you take this to a new level, and that's where you need to be. You can repeat this and do this as many times as you want. I recommend never doing more than $1,000. And if you do $1,000, do it in 12 months instead of, 6 months. If you're doing 500 again, do it in 6 months. Take that 500, throw it right in with this. Do not pay out of that savings. Pay it out of your paycheck. This will teach you financial responsibility. We need more of that. Please like, subscribe, follow right over here or here or here or here. Anyway, have a good day. Thank you guys for watching.